It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see Toronto against the home team.
It's game time in Oakland as the crowd's at Oracle and as things...
Hey there, Cap.
You know what? That humble approach goes a long way, David. Thank you. Oh, this one tonight, Smitty. Everyone has had this circled on their calendars. Two great teams and a bunch of star power on the floor.
Well, this is what the NBA is all about. There's always, Kevin, we love the game, but there's certain teams and certain matchups that you look in the calendar to see when they're playing. That's when you get your popcorn and you get ready. And those guys, they live for big games. Don't let them fool you. They all say each game is the same, but they're not.
Good insight. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, Miles Turner out there with Plumlee, then it's Matthews, then it's Chris Paul, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Toronto. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
They really dominated them on both sides of the ball. We'll see if they have their number again this year.
Evans against Matthews. And it's Evans missing.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Evans against Matthews. Lets it go from 11, and it's off the back rim. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Evans against Matthews. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight. And the continued development of Tyreke Evans, more efficient now as a scorer. And we know he can fill up the rest of the stat sheet.
Paul outside. The teardrop falls in. Paul's got his first points in this one.
The result of Paul's awareness of everything around him gets a nice look inside.
Back to Evans. Shoots over Matthews. Evans, good. Evans has got his second basket of the night. Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Paul. And in the game with the Lakers, he did not play that well. With the floater, and the layup is good. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
When you get Chris Paul working in the pick and roll, he's a wonderful passer and an incredible shooter.
Anthony up on top, defended by Butler. Anthony can't hit.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Butler finds Matthews. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Beasley. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 1.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Outside Butler. Back to Paul. Puts up a 3. Butler, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Mills dishes to Beasley. And it's sent back by Turner. To the paint, here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Woo, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
Evans' shot is good.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
Paul outside. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Over Evans.
The quickness Tyreke possesses allows him to be an effective defender. Like seeing him engage on this end of.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's up.
Basketball. That's that.
Well, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. Well, let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Miles Turner. Chris Paul is out there with Matthews. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Butler in at the small forward. Paul passes to Plumlee, and Matthews kicks to Paul. No good on the three. The Warriors leading. Anthony taking his time here. Evans outside. And another three for Golden State.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most formidable scorers ever. Top 20 in points all time in NBA history.
And Mills kicks to Anthony. Here's Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall. Toronto trails by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And if you're a teammate of Chris Paul's, you've always got to be ready to catch the pass.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Beasley outside. Back to Evans. Over Matthews. Evans can't get that one to fall. And when you think about Melo's scoring back to the basket, facing up, so versatile as a scorer.
A combination of strength, quickness, and touch that you rarely see. He can go around you, through you, or shoot it right over you. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Evans kicks to Mills. Back to Evans. There's 1:34 left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Charity strike shot, and the Warriors miss again.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Matthews finds Paul. The kick outside to Butler. Goes up on the high post. Beasley with the rebound. And for the Warriors, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Matthews against Evans. Back to Mills. Evans outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
Bucket is good. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Mills dishes to Beasley. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Turner. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter, and Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Matthews. Over Evans. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Tyreke Evans displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and night after night, man, it just becomes common to watch him rip through teams, and that's exactly what we saw there in the first half.
What I admire is his consistency. Some guys get it done every other night. He gets it done every night.
We've got Evans. Beasley is out there with Gortat. Then it's Anthony, and it's Mills in at point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto trailing. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
But they recover it. 4 seconds left. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Butler on the wing. Over Anthony, 5 on the clock. Butler, no good.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Mills can't hit.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
Over in the corner, Paul. Passes it to Turner. For the lead, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steve, we're seeing a lot of big contracts that include a no-trade clause. Just how much peace of mind does that give a player to know that clause is in that contract?
Kevin, I'm so jealous. I wish I had a no-trade clause on a lot of my teams. Some of those teams I got traded from, I didn't want to go, and I think it does, like you said, give these players a peace of mind to understand they are in control of their destiny. And then you can see sometimes it gets a little ugly when the organization wants to trade those players, but they can't.
Well, it basically handcuffs an organization. They can't make the moves like the Knicks with Carmelo Anthony. They were tied up a lot of the times because he would say, no, I don't want to go to that particular team.
Yeah, and the Knicks, they only can fault themselves. They gave him the no-trade clause.
Right.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Mills with it. Chris Paul covering. Mills passes to Evans. Back to Mills. Launches it. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Toronto, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Butler. It counts, and the foul. That one's on Anthony.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know. Greg goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Now, here's Mills. Anthony on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Butler feeling out a bit. Paul kicks to Butler. Gortat with the rebound. Evans outside. Anthony in the corner from past the arc. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a... And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cut.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. A 2-point game. So for Toronto right now, Paul out there with Matthews. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Plumlee in at the center, locking down the middle. Mills tries again. Here's Gortat. Plumlee with some nice D. Toronto shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Matthews into the lane. Can't cash in from close range.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Mills finds Evans. Over Matthews. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Evans has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors. Now here's Paul, covered by Mills. Outside Matthews. Misses the three. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Evans. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Butler against Anthony. The offensive rebound. The shot's good from Plumlee.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Mills passes to Gortat. And Mills kicks to Beasley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Free throw, good, Beasley. Both good from the line that time. Paul with the ball. It's Matthews on the wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Paul can't get it to go. Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And the Warriors miss again.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Plumlee, no luck. The Warriors shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Mills finds Beasley.
Yeah, easy call.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
Right side Matthews. Inside, Plumlee, and the layup's good off the glass. Plumlee's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
And the dunk by Evans.
Tyreek is used to having the ball in huge moments. Doesn't shy away when the spotlight is on him.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. And the pass to Turner. Ball outside. Inside. Lock at 6. Gortat with the steal. The feed now to Evans. Beasley trying to break free. And it's Evans missing.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys? guys.
Thanks so much, David. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. Pass to Matthews. To shoot from 15 feet away. Oh, off target. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And this huddle up about 2 things, the quick shot and then the quick foul.
And you're right. And if they do get the bucket, you love to foul someone who isn't automatic from the line. That would take good denial of the ball on the inbounds.
3-pointer, Butler. Warriors with the rebound. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did it. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
My game, we want it all for keeps. You talking crazy, get all.